Do you like sunshine, golf, outdoor activities? Then Arizona might be the perfect place for you. But if you don't like the heat, I mean really don't like the heat, you might want to at least try it out first before you move here. With so many people moving to Arizona, I wanted to talk about what it's really like to live here in Arizona. And I want to talk about a couple comments that people have made here on some of my other videos and see what you think. Let's start with why so many people are moving to Arizona. First, did you know that Arizona was the 4th most moved to state in 2021? That's up one spot from 5th in 2020 and 2019. Now, for most that move here, it's a lifestyle choice. They have visited here in the past, they have loved it so much that they either want to have a second home or call this their primary residence. We also have many people moving here because of jobs. And since our last crash in 2008, our job market has diversified so much, which has just made our state stronger. So whether you're being transferred here with a job, just looking to start a new job and a new lifestyle, or you have the ability to work remotely indefinitely, then most people are choosing Arizona because of its lifestyle. So one of the other reasons we see people moving here so much is because we have so many businesses moving here. The regulations and the taxes are so much less than so many other states that businesses are finding it very advantageous for them to come to Arizona. Not to mention our deep employment pool. Now, I was just in a meeting yesterday and we were talking about unemployment. And as you can see from this chart, this is back in November. And at that point, we were at a 4% unemployment rate. Do you know that today in January, we are at a 2% unemployment rate? That means that anybody that wants a job has a job. And we still have more businesses coming here, which means we're going to have more jobs. And more recently, Arizona has been nicknamed the Silicon Desert because of our technology hub that we are becoming, which again is just bringing more jobs and high-paying jobs to our state. Now, when we talk about businesses moving here, as I said before, most are making that decision based purely on lower taxes and less government regulations. So what does that do to the overall health of our state? Well, it really brings great quality jobs here. Again, as I said before, but why do I bring this up? It is a good thing because I remember back in 2008 when our last crash happened and the majority of our jobs here in the Valley of the Sun were in hospitality and tourism and construction. So when our market crashed, so did all those jobs. So bringing the diversity of our jobs into the Valley of the Sun really makes our whole economy stronger. Now, if you love the outdoors and you've never been to Arizona, it is going to surprise you. Now, yes, it's the desert, but it is not all brown and tumbleweeds. In fact, I can tell you, I don't think I've ever even seen a tumbleweed here in Arizona since I've lived here. Arizona has mountains and lakes and so many things to do if you love being outside. From hiking and biking to all the different terrains and environments that we have here. I know when I lived in California, one of the things that they loved to tout the most was that you could be skiing and at the beach on the same day. Well, let me just tell you, Arizona is not far from that. So you can be in Flagstaff skiing at Snowbowl, which is the ski resort up in Flagstaff, and then down here at Bartlett Lake within about 3 hours of one another. We have the Grand Canyon here in Arizona, which everyone knows about, but we have so much more. If you haven't seen pictures of some of the most amazing hikes in Superstition Mountain or in Tucson, not to mention the areas of Phoenix, and oh yeah, don't forget the amazing red rocks in all of Sedona. These places will take your breath away. This is one of the reasons I believe so many people fall in love with Arizona and want to call it home. Now, if nightlife is your thing, don't worry. We've got you covered there too. Remember, we are kind of a college town. There are multiple different places to go out for dining, bars, concerts, so many things to do right here in Arizona. And who could forget about golf? I mean, Arizona is kind of known for golf. We have amazing world-class golf all over the state. If you are looking for exclusive private golf courses, places like DC Ranch, Silverleaf, Estancia, Whisper Rock, Mirabel, Desert Mountain, we've got all of those. Those are mostly located in the North Scottsdale area. Now in Flagstaff, there are a few private golf communities up there too, like Pine Canyon and Forest Highlands. Now, if you're not looking to join a private golf course, don't worry, you have like 200 other options right in the Phoenix area, and you've got like 300 options in the entire state of Arizona. And there's just about every type of golf course that you could want to play right here in the state. Now let's talk about how beautiful our weather is, at least 8 months out of the year. As you can see from this chart, this shows temperature averages for the past 10 years through every single month. So yes, June, July, August, and September are hot. Okay, so here's the reality about our summers here in Phoenix. Let's look at this chart. This shows you that our highs in the summer months are right around 110 or just below for the majority of the time. Now, I can honestly tell you that we do have days that are 115 or higher. And I have to laugh because I said this in another video, and one of the comments that someone posted was that, oh my gosh, it's really more like 120, it's not 115. So yes, does that happen? It does. But does it happen all the time? No, it only happens a few times. Now, the hottest day that I have ever experienced in Arizona was in June of 1994, and it was 128 degrees in Lake Havasu City. It was H-O-T. Wow, hot. Now, one of the other benefits to our weather is that we get so many events that come to the Phoenix Scottsdale area because, well, we don't get a ton of rain and it's usually sunny. We have things like the Barrett-Jackson car auction, the Phoenix Open, and spring training for about the month of March. All the baseball teams come here. It is so fun. Not to mention a ton of other festivals and other things to do all outside. Now, it's true that Arizona does have a few things that might be a big factor for you before you move here. So we've already talked about the weather, and I have had somebody comment that they really wanted to move here, but they came here in the summertime just to test it out and they just couldn't handle the heat. Now, I don't really hear that very much, but what I do hear people say is that in the summertime, what they do is they just get away every once in a while just to take a break from that heat. It makes a huge difference. Now, another comment that I've had from a viewer was that people need to be aware of valley fever. Now, yes, do we have valley fever here in the valley? We do, but I will tell you in the 24 years that I've lived here, I've only known of one person to actually get valley fever. I hear it more prevalent in pets, which is also something just to be aware of. But valley fever is here. If it's something that you're concerned about, I would suggest you look into it. Now, again, we've talked about this on other videos, just something to know. We do have snakes, we do have scorpions, we do have tarantulas, we have javelinas, we've got bobcats, we have wildlife, coyotes, we have wildlife. It's just something to be aware of. I am deathly afraid of snakes. I have seen them in my yard. They stay away. We've done what we can to protect ourselves from those things now. For the most part, these animals are more afraid of us than we are of them, so they really do stay away. Overall, Arizona is an amazing place to live. Now, I have not just lived in the Phoenix Scottsdale area, but I've also lived in Flagstaff. I lived there for about 8 years. So I can honestly say I love it there too. So if the Phoenix Scottsdale area, you feel like it might be too hot, look into Prescott, look into Flagstaff. If you need help with that, please call me. I will help you with it. The great thing about those two areas also is that you will have cooler weather. And guess what? Up there, you'll get snow. If I can answer any questions for you, please feel free. Reach out, call me, email me, text me, post a comment down below. If you think that this video would be helpful for someone else, make sure you pass it along. And oh yeah, don't forget to hit that like button. As always, I thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.